Let's go make a bouquet of antique daisies made out of chameleon powder, alcohol inks, and epoxy resin. Here I take my epoxy resin, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and I am using a chameleon golden mica powder. I mix it well with my little stir, making sure that that epoxy resin absorbs all of that pretty mica powder. Just make sure to give a good stir through it, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. I am using a cerulean blue here, and my goal is just to give it a little hint of color, not do a full color because, as usual, I really am entertained with the variegated coloring, and I pour it in, and I'm just gonna let it sit. All of these daisies wait for 24 hours before I take them out of their mold. This is an antique snow-kissed daisy, and this one I'm going to start off by using my chameleon mint powder. I mix it into my 1-to-1 epoxy resin and thoroughly mix it up so that it's all blended into the resin. Always make sure to shake your inks well, and here I'm using a pearl white. This pearl white touched a red, so there's just a hint of pink in it, and I place it randomly throughout the daisy mold. Now I'm going to use this chameleon mint, just pour it all around until it's full into that mold. This antique ruby daisy is just beautiful. First, we're going to start with chameleon powder being mixed into that 1-to-1 epoxy resin. This color is plum. I make sure to mix it up well. It's got a nice, deep, rich color, and pretty satisfied with that. I take a metallic cardinal and just kiss the center of it. I lighten it with just a little bit of a pearl white, and now I can just pour gently to the top of my mold. This antique pink and golden daisy cluster is started off with my 1-to-1 epoxy resin, and I'm using the chameleon powder champagne. I give it a nice stir. You can see all those pinks and golds in there. It's beautiful mixture. And stir it well until all of it has dissolved. I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I take out my stir. Now I am grabbing my copper metallic alcohol inks. Now, of course, with every ink, you want to make sure to stir it well. And again, I'm just randomly placing it because I like to see that variegated effect in the coloring. Now to pour my mold, I just want to bring it to the top of it. I let it cure for 24 hours, and always wear your gloves. You never know where you're going to find a sharp edge when it comes to resin. Look at this beautiful antique gold little cluster of daisies. And you can see it is variegated and shiny. Let's unveil this ruby daisy. Curing again 24 hours, and the center of it gives a little pop and difference to the other parts of this little ruby daisy. It has depth and just that little kiss of that pearl white metallic cardinal. Let's check out this antique snow-kissed daisy that's cured for 24 hours. And wow, the center of that and just the edges give a perfect antique hint of snow against that really beautiful chameleon mint. Let's check out this antique golden blue daisy cured for 24 hours, and wow, just those blues coming through, those goldens. Nothing is completely solid in color, giving it that kiss of color. This bouquet of antique daisies filled with chameleon powder, alcohol inks, and a 1-to-1 ratio epoxy resin really created this pretty little garden of daisies. You can see that in each one there is a variegated component, nothing being exactly the same. Thank you so much for joining me today as we journey into making antique daisies. As always, I am wishing you wonderful resin creations. Have a great day.